And welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championship. Our last round robin match here with Hassanein Al-Santani taking on Sarif Ibrahim. It's a best of 5. Both players 2-0 in their group stage. It's David Burney in the booth. Let's see who is going to be the front runner here, the #1 seed. Very important. Moving on to the knockout phase. So just a little cleaning of the balls as Sarif is doing there, and we should be getting ready to go very shortly. We are on the PAPSA YouTube channel. The chat is open. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to fire our way. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you have any support for Hassanein or Sarif, let us know. I'm pretty sure they'll hear it somehow. Hassanein's quite a proficient long potter. So we'll be breaking off in this first frame, and we're underway. So red on, but he's got to negotiate that green. Does go. So that's the 9 in first. Got a nice angle on this black to open up the pack. Just content with picking off some reds early on. S9 just with a 15 break to get things going in this first frame. He's done well to get a cue ball up to the bulk end of the table. He's left a long end red on for Saif, but it's dangerous. Good pot. I haven't seen a lot of Saif. He is actually in the process of opening up a snooker academy in the lovely state of Michigan. So that's good to hear. Growth of this great game in snooker is growing in America. faltered a little on the safety there. These players playing for first place in their group. A little space there. Looks like it's touching ball. Could be trouble. As we saw last night in our featured match, Hassan is quite a proficient potter, even from distance too. Falters on that red. See how Saif can take advantage of that miss. Just waiting for a player on the adjacent table. And then they get in a battle of no you go, no you go, no you go. So looks like he's still don't know if he can come by that red. Looks like it's blocking the potting angle on this red that's close. See if coming around to take a look at it. It does have a red near the right top corner pocket. Looks like he's just going to flick off this red and come into the bulb. It's interesting. Off camera talking to Darren Taylor a little bit. I see a lot of these players that, that's could be costly. But a lot of players always are playing not to lose. Sometimes if you get that mindset too much, there'd be golden opportunities that you really can take a frame by the throat. This is Hassanein's first match today, so he did have a one yesterday, so maybe it was warmed up a little bit. So, note to anyone that's maybe playing Hassanine that play him early on in the day, got to get in early. As soon as you wake him up, he is a prolific potter. A lot of respect both these players have for each other, not taking on any careless long pots. Sarif taking on that long red. And he's fortunate. I think he can get a path to the brown. That diagonal will naturally come back down to the top end of the table. And here comes the man from Michigan. Just came a little short, slightly on the wrong side of the blue. Three reds in a row just above and to the left of the black. Looks like the middle one will go. Mid-range shot. And once again, just a little low on the blue. Does have a big gap on the right side as that green ball's off its spot if you wanted to go in and out of bulk. Just needing to extend his cue with the mini butts. Taller players at this tournament, so needs a little bit of the accessories from time to time. It's got a red into the same pocket and come back up for blue. This is good stuff in this first frame. With a bit more pace. He does have that pink there. And those two reds right of the black, the furthest right one will go if you can calculate this correctly and coming off the left cushion. run a little bit more. I have this red into the right corner pocket. It's got to use the rest. And take it into the top left corner. He missed it, so nice 37 break. He's got, tough to tell, he might not have the cover on this red that's closest to the top left corner that he's taking on. So let's see how Hassanine responds. Trailing by 29 points in this first frame, best of 5 match. Shot here. He's taking this pink. He's gonna be going in and out of bulk and all around the world. So he's gonna take the green and try and get behind, or the yellow and try and get behind that green. And he's played that to perfection. Welded that cue ball to the green. Great shot there by Hassanine. It's one thing hitting a red, but definitely the caliber of both these players. You want to sell out a red. So I should just have a little look. He'll study the table. It's not an automatic put back, but doesn't see any real advantage. Can accumulate more points, so feels like his opponent's going to miss again. Here comes attempt number 2. A good hit there, but this red is on into the top left corner pocket. That some pace to be on this red right of the black, so he's gifted his opponent an opportunity. So he take the frame here with this visit. He couldn't get by for the potty angle on that red. Unfortunately, that attempt for safety was gone in off. Hassanine does have the option of putting his opponent back in, but That's what he's electing to do. Just can't find a surefire safety shot or pot. So. Always hold your breath a little bit when these players start jostling that cue ball when they have it ball in hand. They do say ball in hand, not ball in cue. I feel just use your hand. We've seen in tournaments before where someone inadvertently is jostling it and then hits that cue ball, not intentionally but with the tip, and that would act as a stroke. Good safety shot by Sahif. Didn't really sell anything out. Nice hit by Hassanin. Obviously, it was the clip off the left. It was two reds. Pretty sure his cue ball would be shooting towards the red and yellow on the left side. So he's pushed that red close to all three, and looks like he does have a nice snooker on the yellow. Might be a little bit of side here. Oh, he can get by. Hello there, Vineet Dastani. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, these pockets are generous. I've seen a lot of object balls hit a little bit before the pocket on the cushion, and they've still found home in the bottom of the pocket. So he's done well to put that cue ball tight to the bulk cushion. This on. This is definitely a shot. Hassanin makes a lot of the time. Fortunate part is, where's this color going to come after it? Like he really can break apart the yellow and black there. Just trailing by 20 points and 51 on the table. Doesn't see it, so just going to play safe there. Might let a shot to nothing here for Saif. The left side of this red out in the open. Come around three cushions back into bulk. safety battle here. A little tit for tat here. Didn't get that right out far enough. See if you're just going to clip it back towards the black. He's got a good roll there. That red was in danger of pulling up and being on into the left middle. But is there a path past this black for Saif? Blind cut? No. So 20 points is the advantage for Saif Abraham in this first frame, best of 5. Round robin affair, it's gone a little bit tactical now. The green. Well, there's a long pink. He just wants to clip very lightly on that red on the cushion. Put this cue ball deep to the top end of the table. I think the safety he wanted, he's left to red into this green pocket. It's a blind long cut. Hassanine bait his opponent, taking that tough red and give him an opportunity. Can thinly cut this into the middle. Looks like he's going to take it actually into the yellow pocket. He's going to be fortunate with that double kiss. Hassanine just might be able to glance off the right side of this red, come down table. Oh, there might be a pathway for this red. Hassanine taking a look. Hasif baited him to try this pot. Looks like he's taking it on. We hit that at pace to come back down for the black. Unfortunately, the pot didn't go in. Nice pot there by Saif. Gently roll this blue into the green pocket. If you can get close to that bulk cushion, he'll have an angle on the red into the yellow pocket. Kick that out. He's got the path for this red into the top right corner pocket. Nice red, got angle on brown. Come back down for the yellow. It's not an elementary run out for Saif. Right now with a 20-point advantage. Does need the yellow and green if he's to take this brown. You've just taken a look at the scoreboard. Oh, this is lovely. Very nicely done. Does have an angle. They are tricky because he's going to have to hit it with a bit of pace to come back up for the green. Is there a bit of an angle on this yellow? straight. You know, doesn't have a lot of the cue ball to work with. It's glued to that cushion, so he's going to be hitting on top. If it's straight on, he doesn't want to follow it in. Yeah, just tough pin against that cushion. Do apologize for sometimes the little glitches in the broadcast. Seems like we're encountering a little bit of freeze frame. We do appreciate some cleaners coming in, but it looks like they really unplugged a lot of our equipment last night, so we'll have to make a note when at our next broadcast, just block off all our plugs. Ask the great cleaning staff to not unplug. Well, yellow was series frame ball. With 26 in it and 25 on. Hassan will still be playing on. Might be looking to get behind the blue here from this brown. Yes, Reef was in first, really free flowing. It's kind of bottled down into really a tight tactical battle. Almost the tension of a decider. He's got the snooker with the blue on the brown. Sometimes when you're in this situation where you need a snooker, it's good to lay 3 or 4. Safe should be able to get out of this one. Ping just pulled up in time. It was headed right for the right middle. This is almost the time if you get an opportunity to play the pot. Gotta give it a go. Red will go into the left bulk corner pocket. Wonderful shot there by Hassan. He's got the snooker and it's a vicious one, so this might be the one that he needs just to swing the tables into his favor to achieve victory in this first frame. shot here. Lots of pressure. Look where that rest is. You don't see that often. Yeah, that's the tough part. When it's on that little bit on that piece of wood, it can slip a little. Good hit by Sarif. Slowly roll it and get behind the pink. He's really got to trust the table. Just didn't get the angle. Going across the table like that. And that might have just been pulling it down a little bit. Behind the black, has he got enough cover? There's just a little bit of space there that potentially Saif might have this pot, a long one, into the green pocket. Didn't leave the pot on. This brown, colossal importance. If Sahif can put it in, I wouldn't think his opponent will be coming back to the table. Let's see if Hassan 9 might just not have the snooker. Sometimes it's not right there, but just create some distance. Work on that patience. The great Canadian player Tom Finstead once told me that's a key asset to have in this game. It's a bit fortunate his cue ball's a little close to the cushion, but not welded there. So good opportunity for Saif to take this frame. Brown is there. Sometimes when you get in these tactical battles, you almost forget how to pot. Hassan 9 was forced into taking that brown. Still needs just the one snooker with 19 in it and 18 on the table. Ooh, he's just come short of pace. This is definitely really tricky. But he could just roll it over the pocket. This cue ball's all right. 20th anniversary of the Pan American Billiards and Snooker Association. They've been around for 20 years. This tournament that we know, the Open and Senior side, has been running since about 2019. Tiro Santos won the first tour card back in 2013. I think everyone in the Q Sports world was stunted a little bit by the pandemic of 2020. But now everyone's digging in and working hard. It's a great Q Sports community. We're happy all of you are tuning in. It's the final stages of the round robin. Scheduling note, we will start the knockout phase today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. 4 p.m. as we're out here in Sacramento, California at the Ariane Snooker Club. And it's nice that Mother Nature has complied with us as it's got a little cooler now. It's very warm at the beginning of this tournament on the senior side. And Sahif's just got to be mindful. Taking off his cue pouch, doesn't want anything to hit that black. His opponent, acting as a referee, will be eyeing that black. They haven't been easy shots for Saif. He has had some browns when it was on the tables and blue. Able to kill out the frame, but always so difficult to get that last ball to push you over the line. Doubled in this blue, it's looking good. Good idea there. Even if he didn't get the cover. So just roll this pink, thin cut into the right middle. There it is. Oh. Lagged a little bit in the latter part of that frame, but now Sahif Abraham takes that frame, and we'll step aside and be right back with the second frame of our featured match. And we're back with the second frame with Sahif Abraham set to break off and get us going. It's battling Hassanin Al-Santani. Yeah, both these players atop their group. 2 match wins to the good, so this is going to decide who's the number 1 and number 2 seed coming out of the group. You might see just a little bit of the tactical side there. Ooh. Could be a big miss there. Just a little too thin. So he's got a red to the left middle. A natural angle could take him for the black, but it might just be a bit too much. It's done well to avoid any bulk color and been nice on the blue. Good angle to continue going, and has this red into the opposite middle bag. Just be a little straight on this red. He'd love to get some angle just to come top side of the blue. It was a touching ball situation, so that's why Hassanine shot away. That's the long potting we're used to seeing from Hassanine. Oh, his watch there, maybe an alarm went off. He wanted to be a bit more straighter, not that thin of a cut on the red. Forced him to falter a little bit. That was a good opportunity for Hassanine. He's left a long red as he baited in Sahif to take this on. It's early stages of the second frame. Nice cannon. Is it going to pull up in time? It And that cue ball, the cue up, pull up a little bit sooner. Still got the black. But it's going to need to bring out the redwoods here. Nice red, or black I should say, is on a nice red into the right middle. So another great chance here for Saif. It's definitely cool as cucumber, not really showing any emotions. Seems like Hassanine just kind of sometimes, when things are going well you can see it, when things are going bad you can see it, but Saif got great temperament there. You're not sure exactly what he's thinking. Didn't give a few more rolls. It's a tough cut on this red into the right middle. We're trying the double. Seems like everything on first glance is okay. Hassanine is letting his opponent know that it's touching ball there. Trying to get right behind the blue, just a little pacey. He hasn't sold anything out. It's good news, but so he's at the table. Let's see what damage he can do to his opponent. Have a thin cut come behind the backside of the black. He's brought a red out, and it's right over the top left corner. Hassanine shouldn't refuse this. Opponent baiting him into taking that long pot. Those are shots that Hassanine was making last night. His long potting was just so impressive. I thought he was going to be a tough man to beat if he keeps it up, but that was a different day. So he's got a long red into the yellow pocket. All the distance could go wrong. Struck that nicely. Just had to draw a little bit back for the black, and he's got it. He's just waiting for Cristiano Galesi of Brazil to take his shot on an adjacent table. Falters on the black. Maybe just was thinking too much of his next red. I think that red that he's closest to in the cluster cuts the angle off for that bottom red. He's just going to clip off and get back into the bulk area. See, that's a nice result there. He's got his opponent in the snooker behind this brown. See, with a big cluster of 5 reds right by the pink spot. Hasseltine should be able to hit a red. It's just a matter of where that cue ball is going to end up. And reds. Very nicely struck. This needs a bit of pace. So he's fallen short. Steve coming over to take a look. And he's going to play on. That helped him just nudge out that red. I don't think he has it. He might. Yeah, that was tough to tell. Thought he might be taking it, but tough from my vantage point over here in the booth. Sahif Abraham 42 advantage, 46-4 in this second frame. He does have the advantage in the match as well, leading 1 frame to 0. Love to get the second frame to increase his lead 2-0 and be 1 frame away from victory. But Hassanin Al-Santani is going to not want that to happen. Well, no harm, no foul on that shot. There was good eyes by Saif. Thought maybe those 2 reds, but it looked like maybe they might have covered each other on the party angle, but Saif's got the best angle, being down at the table. And at least the table's worth distance away, and that's on the long side. He's about 12 to 15 feet away. Saif was thinking about that black, but just cueing over the brown just puts a level of difficulty to it. He's pushed the green over to the right cushion. It's a great landing area. Someone wants to play snookers right around planet Earth. Green and blue. So we'll have to be keeping that in their back mind. And there's this cross double here. Playing it with an element of safe. And that's okay. Ooh, just came a little pace. I screeched out, but so he can hit this red by the pink. Ultra thin. Don't think he'll be playing the pot. He baited Hassanin to take on this red into the top right corner. He hasn't. Oh, just rattled on the horns. Oh, the head game's a snooker. Leave the red on here. Long pot. Definitely possibility for Saif. This brown come off the top or bulk cushion. 3 reds in the middle of the table. And this is a golden opportunity. Pink there. Long red here. It is his frame ball. He's going to try and take it on. Don't blame him for trying, but 55 points ahead and 59 on. So the shot Hassanine makes more often than not. Those 2 reds glued together, they won't let each other pass. Tricky red into this top right corner, but it is there. And it's in. It's got a pink into the left middle. Will disturb those reds. Looks like he's electing for the black into the yellow pocket. And the frame gets at your mercy. Those pockets really open up. Very nice by Saif. Another long red, but that's a concession there. So Saif Abraham takes that second frame by a scoreline of 67-4, and he's got a 2-0 frame advantage. And we'll be right back with frame 3. back here at the third frame. Hassanin Al-Sultani breaking off. Big frame for this gentleman. Looks like he just retorted back to his car, switched up his shirt. Feeling very comfortable. They are wearing polo shirts as there was hot temperatures here in the capital of California, Sacramento, and the AC wasn't up to snuff. So tournament director and head referee Kevin Patrick relaxed the dress code a little bit, but probably starting tomorrow when we get into the Sweet 16 quarterfinals leading up to Championship Sunday, full dress will be enforced. Our first batch of knockout matches will be commencing at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. So make sure you set that dial there. With the 32 players in the knockout phase, we'll have 2 batches of 8 looking like at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. to round out our day here, leading into championship weekend. And nicely spotted plant by Sahif, but unfortunately it's not going to be on a color, so looking just to maybe flick off the yellow and get behind brown or green. They might have left a red to the top left corner. So let's see how Hassanin can do with his back against it. Just missed the breakout, so it's looking like this will be the end of the break here at 9. Not sure if Hassanine seen a potential plant in that cluster of 13 reds, 12 reds. Not to be, so just putting his cue ball up into the bulk area. Little flick on the yellow, so it's traveled by it. There's an opportunity for this red right of the black. Ooh, Sahif. Maybe just needed to use the rest there. Well, just looking at Sahif's temperament, he could be the dark horse. Could, all depends sometimes on who you draw in the knockout. Obviously, the winner of this match will be first in the group, so we'll get the better seeding. There's a lot of strong players in this event. Good contingent of Brazilians with Igor Figueiredo, Noel, Rodriguez, Itero Santos, Victor Sarkis. But don't disregard some Americans here. Renat Danka, reigning back-to-back U.S. national champion. Taryn Taylor is also U.S. national champion. Andy McCluskey, back-to-back Seattle Open champion. Then you go north of the border. Jason Williams, a former Canadian national champion. Levi Myler, accomplished Canadian. And never knock out Charlie Brown. Sometimes he can get in and really make it nerve-wracking for opponents. So, anyone was asked me to pick a winner, it's kind of tough to tell. I think maybe a little bit towards Igor Figueiredo, just because he's been over on the pro circuit. Very accomplished player, knows what it means to go deep into tournaments and to win. But champions do fall. That's why we tune into sport. Fortunate not to go in off. Just a little bit of break of character there. So he's just showing a little bit of emotion. Just a bit curious. He's hoping to just be on the other side of the pocket there and glance off the cushion and maybe come off the bulk and get near the green and brown. Alas, he's faltered and giving Hassanain a chance. This red into the yellow pocket. Those are kind words, Anthony Green Snooker, tuning in from the UK. He says he's pleased to see that snooker is getting popular in the Americas. Yeah, people have to, when they tune into this event, they have to realize the standard is not going to be as high as the professionals, as these are all amateurs here. All these players play this game because they love it. All the people behind the scenes, tournament directors and referees and scorekeepers and streaming producers and commentators, we're all here for the love. Hopefully as it continues to grow, hopefully some funds will come down the line. Black that was missed by Hassanain. Is this a chance for Saif? He's got a commanding 2-0 advantage in the match. Just needs one more to achieve top status in the group. What if you just forgot for a second about that pink ball coming back onto its spot? Might be a pathway for the middle red of the 3 to the left of the pink. As I mentioned, Saif is opening up an academy in Michigan. It'd be nice to see. Maybe someday we can get out to the Motor City in Detroit. city that has hit rough times over recent years, but when I was there, anyone that I met there was resilient. You know, Detroit will bounce back. Great history of music in that city too. All kinds of genres, from the Motown of Diana Ross and the Supremes to the hard rock of Iggy Pop to thumping techno of Richie Houghton. It's a wonderful and vibrant city right there on the river across from Windsor in Canada. And that's a surprising miss from Sarif. It's on his way to getting right back into this frame. Just trailing by 7 points, 25-18. So he's going for that long pot. SKP's chiming in, giving great excitement for his doubles partner Simone winning her match, but unfortunately Simone's opponent forfeited and wasn't able to show up today, so that's considered a walkover. So it's, could still be a win. It was a bitter pill to swallow because she just wanted to play, and walkovers are no fun. A nice long red there by Sahif. Got the pink. This looks like a good opportunity. He's got reds open. He can dance around the pink. Oh, he's fortunate, got a little rub on that green. Still giving him a good angle to come back down table. It's a good recovery shot here on the green to come back down. The reds are nicely open. got a path. He's got an angle. Come off the cushion. He'll have a pink. Was quite off there by, I thought. Sarifa maybe give it a little bit of hope, but taking the lead in this third frame by a slim margin. See, the real safety shot is Saif forced into taking this long red. It's open on the left side. Just playing the containing safety. Decent shot there. Thrilled if it went in, but he's drawn it back nicely. So he hasn't left anything on, and now there's can hit that red left of the black, but Hassan having a good long look at this. He's knowing potentially if he's to falter, it could be his last shot in this match. Line just letting Saif just take a look where the cue ball is, just in case it does need to come back. Big miss there. He knocked into the black, so that's 77, not 77 penalty points to Saif. Contact there. Yeah, not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. Wanted to get a good cue ball. And it is tight to the top cushion. Again, is he baiting? That's a 9 taking this red into the yellow pocket. See if it's done a good job of that. Just leaving a shot that's a tempter for his opponent. That's where he really strikes. Opponent takes it on, but unfortunately falters on the shot. That's where Seif just comes in and starts to put together a wonderful break. Looks like he's taking this red to top left corner. Well, there's a red by the black spot. Good chance for Hassanine. He hasn't really been in the balls a lot. Good angle on this pink to slide over for a red into the top left corner. He desperately needs to continue the match, trailing 2-0. Yeah, it's just something might just be a little off today. Maybe when he's challenged by a strong opponent, not getting anything negative towards Lawrence Barbosa from Brazil, but I don't think he's at the standard that Sarif Abraham is, as Hassanine was having his way with Barbosa last night. So 3 little points in it, and 35, or 4 points in it, and 35 on the table. Sharif Abraham with the advantage in this frame and match. Doesn't want that to flick off the yellow, and it has. Let's see if it has a long red. Pink is in a great spot for a snooker. At some point, if that player can find that area just off the cushion, that's what you like. The color ball when you have the final red there. Not that he needs snookers, but it's always good to have in the back of your brain. Ooh, that's not a good shot. See, just making sure. He's got a nice angle to come off the cushion after this yellow, to put the yellow in, because it will be coming back to its spot. There's a control cue ball. Playing a nice stun there. He's just going to play the snooker here. Ooh, but he couldn't get it. Colossal mistake there. He's fortunate, obviously. Pink and black, relatively safe-ish. But that was a golden opportunity missed there. He's just going to look back at the playback later today and maybe think maybe he should have gone for that green. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, you can see he just threw up his hands in frustration. Well, 2 points in it, so it's safe with the lead. But 18 on the table does need blue and pink. Very disciplined shot there. Nicely struck there. This is tough with that blue ball right near the black. Oh, very nice shot by Hassanine. Nice to see our good friends from Champion Snooker are tuning in. They were the host of the U.S. Nationals. Tense here in this third frame. Hassanine has an attempt here. Has to gently touch the blue and get behind that black. Oh, what a pot that was. Just needs this pink, thin cut. And we're going to be going to a fourth frame. So Hassanine, has he mounted a comeback? We'll see if he can continue it on in the fourth frame and force a decider when we be right back. Simon Poole chiming in. Simon, this is the last batch of round robin matches. Now we will be starting the knockout phase today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's 4 p.m. Pacific. I've seen that our friends at Champion Snooker, there's a little relaxed dress code because, as our friend KP had mentioned, it was very hot here in Sacramento. It's cooled down now, and they have got the air conditioning going. So probably tomorrow when we start the Sweet 16 side of the knockout phase, players, I believe, will be instructed to wear full dress. I'll have to double check that in the break with our tournament director, Kevin Patrick. So nervy third frame there. But Hassanein was able to come out victorious. Oh, where's that cue ball headed? Oh, it's okay. So he's potting Billy, faltering him a little bit. Ferociously tried to take that pot on. Unfortunately, he's kicked a red. Open to the left middle. It's a tricky cut. With that black just sitting over the top right cushion, Saif doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. Hassanein can just get a little bit of the angle on this red by the pink to take it into the top left corner. He's come back and fluked it into the diagonal opposite corner pocket. Everything's flying around now. It's been a slow-moving, cagey affair. The real player has really got into it. One thing that just might hold steed is Saif's temperament. Doesn't seem like anything really phases him. Well, every color ball except the lonely black is above the bulk line. So we could be in for another cagey affair here in the fourth frame. Two of those were dropping for him. He's just getting a little bit of pressure. Love to have been done this match in the last frame. As Hassanine is just maybe smelling a little bit of blood. And how will he attack? Nice positive. That was not the easiest of reds. Might build a little bit more of his confidence. It feels like this fourth frame is just struggling a little bit on some shots that he's normally hitting in this match. Hassanine has a shot to nothing here at this red to the right of the pack. Seems like Hassanine's playing a little bit more quick of a pace, and maybe Sarif has just slowed down just a little bit. Red to slow up, and looks like it has. It's got the snooker. Lots of reds. He should hit a red. It's just a matter of what the result of the shot is. Doesn't want to gift his opponent anything easy. Yeah, that red's not going to pass that other red, that cluster of 7 in the middle of the table. He's got the cover. There's a red close to the top left corner. Don't know if there's a pathway there. Shot there is taken out. Any clip off a red to come up the right side of the table. Nice thin cut and coming out to 2 cushions, deadens the pace of the cue ball. And he's got this pink. He's in the driver's seat. Some open reds. Good chance for Saif Abraham. Just rolled a bit too much from there. He's got that brown. And I think he's fortunate the cue ball has covered up the brown spot. So this red is available in that same pocket. Wow, how does he miss that? Seems like a lap of concentration, just a little bit of pressure. Well, that's one way to put it in, throw it around all the way around, but shaking his head. Let's see if Hassanine can get in here. He's got the pink. Red there. Just bridging over this red makes the pink just a little difficult. Black is available as well. It's a tough angle. Black's going to head up to the blue as the pink has covered its spot. This is what we've been used to seeing of Hassanine. Keep it going. Good opportunity to take this frame. Open reds. Pink is down here. Wants to go out of position. There's an open brown on the pink spot, even black on the blue spot. Definitely looks promising that we're going to head to a decider. Got a good angle to come off the top cushion. These two reds are available in the opposite corner pocket. It's got a cue ball, it's close to the cushion. Makes it just a little bit more difficult. Tooth in, but 33-point advantage, 51 on the table. See, he still has a chance to win this match at this frame. See, not with this shot, but see how things progress. Attempt at the double. What's he got here? Almost put that red into the green pocket. But now it's a good safe shot here. That red is in a great potting position there by the green pocket. I don't know if the brown has covered it, but the other red has come over to make it a plant shot. See if not liking it. Going to force Tassinine into taking that plant. The other red is tied up with the yellow. And it goes. Both players 2 match wins in the group, so this is deciding who is first place. So definitely makes a lot of sense that going to a decider is how this match would end up. Just unfortunately hit the horn, was looking perfectly to come up to that red. Well, that's not how usually the color balls go. It's a little erratic there. Blue on the brown spot, black on the blue spot, brown on pink, and pink on black. Big red, it says frame ball here. Very nicely struck. Drawing that red into the yellow pocket. Just coming around, taking a look. Don't think he's got the cover. But 35 on the table and 46 in it. And that's a concession there by Saif Abraham. So Hassanan Al-Santani has crawled back 2 frames in a row. Can Saif ward him off and take the match? But we'll find out when we come back for this deciding frame of our final round robin match. Hangshang Sarhad and Hassanan Al-Santani ready to break off. Saif, who's had great composure, I feel, all match long, faltered a little bit in that 4th frame. Some pots that he was taking on and making with great efficiency early on. Yeah, see, just something's happened. It's not showing it, but maybe just that tournament pressure. And Hassanan might just be feeding off that. He does have a red into the top left to get us going. Come far enough. Looks like he does for the potting angle. Just going to run through for the black into the opposite corner pocket. Nicely struck there by Hassanan. We'll have to be lower on this black. Oh, it's looking like potential end of break here. Get behind the black. Oh, he'd seen a plant. Crafty player he is. At least that's opened up a few reds. Oh boy, you can see he's disgusted with that. Maybe just a little adrenaline pumping through his veins after a great plant. Now how will Sahif respond? See, he's going to have to go in and out of bulk here. Find the pathway. Want to be stay on the right side. He's got a red on the bottom of the pack. He's giving a shot to nothing for Saif. Maybe did have a little, not a clear path. Nice long red there by Hassanine. They're good friends at Ontario Snooker Tournaments. Always doing a great job. That's a nice safety shot there. Yellow is blocking a nice path for Hassanine to clip off a red and come back down to bulk. He might just have to a little bit of swerve to get around and get onto the nice angle. Balls are spinning and he's left it. He's able to make the red. Unfortunately, he's not on the color. Sahif, who seemed to be in the driver's seat. It was definitely a nervy third frame, all the way down to the last three colors. Hassanine was able to pull that frame there. And he just continued the steam engine in the fourth, and he's leading in the fifth. Didn't want to cannon into that blue. And if Hassanine just on those two reds, the bottom of the two, we'll go into the top left, and maybe a pathway between the two reds below the pink. Comfortable position, queuing over that black. So see, he's got a mid-range red. It's out in the open. It just seems he's lost his potting boots a little bit. As we saw last night, Hassanine was potting at an alarming rate. Wasn't doing too well in the beginning, but now he's found something. Maybe that change of shirt has helped him out. Black polo donning his native Iraqian flag. Toughest shots, as Dennis Taylor says, straight in. Straight here, so looking not for the blue. Wow, what a shot there. Oh, and boy, is he going to get a run right there. Black's going to be on its spot, but it shouldn't tie up this red into the top left corner. Generous pockets here, but both players got to play on the table. Takes a great player. They'll get to know the conditions pretty early and adapt, whether they're generous or tight pockets. And Hassanine just flowing now. Like the Canada geese flying south for winter. He's storming around this table. Good angle to come off this black and be behind the red. What a turn of events this was. I thought Sahif, just with his temperament, he was going to come out victorious. Do know Hassanine from a few events that we have. Sahif kind of the dark horse I was predicting, but not so much. This 42 is the difference, and there's 35 on the table. Always potential of a free ball with that final red there. Didn't like that cannon of the yellow. Let's give him Hassanine a chance at a long pot here. Oh, that's the Hassanine we're used to seeing. So I think there is a kink in the armor here for Hassanine. You got to get him, and got to get him early, because he will wake up. And so Hassanine El-Santani looks to be promising to take this match, this frame. All of it's there. They do well for his confidence, because he just wasn't feeling it at the beginning of the match. And we're going to step aside. We'll be back with the first round of the knockout phase at about an hour's time. 4 o'clock Pacific time is when our first batch of matches. 32 players. I do like what Sahif has brought to the table. Just unfortunately woke up the bear here in Hassanine. Black to just run the table. And there it is. What a great victory there for Hassanine El-Santani. Was down 2 frames to 0. Roared back to win 3 in a row. We've seen that earlier with Darren Taylor over Andy McCluskey. So this is your cue, everyone. Go get a nice bite to eat or something cool to drink, because we're going to step aside for an hour's time and come back at 4 p.m. Pacific time here at the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championships. There's our good friend Lance Bromlin going up on the table to get some work to give that overhead shot, so we can get all the bells and whistles when the knockout phase starts in an hour's time. It's David Burney saying take care, everybody, and we'll see you shortly.